Hello everybody, this is Yogesh Nakhwa from NeoGrowth. I handle the operations and customer experience functions in NeoGrowth. We are going to talk about digital engagement strategies to enhance customer experience. So we'll try to understand this topic in three parts. First, we'll try to see why customer engagement. In the second part, we'll see a digital part of it. And lastly, we'll try to have some ideal strategy for having an engagement. So to begin with, if I would have to ask you, what do you think is the biggest asset for the company? Well, it's customers. And more so, it's the engaged customers who are the biggest assets. And that's precisely why customer-centric organizations and businesses form a very solid customer engagement strategy, which goes beyond a transactional relationship. So you have people going to the same restaurant not because of the food quality only, but because of the ambience that they get to experience in that restaurant. You have people going to the same grocery or the same supermarket not only because of the goods availability and that the goods are cheap there, but because the way that the queue is handled there. Right? The point is, it's not only about a single transaction, but the entire experience from the onboarding of the customer till the exit of the service is what the customer looks for. Highly engaged customers will buy more, will promote more, and demonstrate more loyalty. In the recent past, we have seen all the customer engagement strategies are getting more and more digital. And as far as the current situation goes, it all the more warrants for having this engagement more digital. The point is, what are those factors that we need to identify to have an effective engagement strategy? So based on some of the readings, what I have done is I have zeroed down to some 4 points that we need to look into for an effective engagement strategy. The first is relevance. The key to have an effective customer engagement is to know what offering is going to be relevant to which customer. Now for this, the organization and the business have to use technology to connect to all the customer data that you have in the organization, gathered through all possible channels of communication. For example, if a grocery store or a supermarket has a very clear pattern identified for a behavioral pattern of its customers, and they know that there is a particular product or a cereal that the customer buys. So depending on the frequency of the visits of the customer and the choice of products that the customer makes, these supermarkets can offer customized offers to their customers. Likewise, there are a lot of examples like intimation for your AMC of your car service. There are grocery stores who give a lot of alerts to the customers or messages to the customers on any special offers that they have. So these are some of the things that are an outcome of the customer data, which is managed by each and every organization, may it be a small business or an enterprise. And that is where the offer or the service which is relevant to the customer keeps more and more engagement with your customers. The second point in a customer engagement strategy to be looked upon is utility. By utility, I mean something that the consumer would consider useful. For example, there are a lot of recent payment methods coming in when you can tap a card and make the payment. I mean, you need not have to enter the PIN or wait for the swipe to happen, the network to come. So these are some of the examples wherein the customer finds utility in the features and functionalities offered. In digital engagement, what it means is the offerings that you are making to the customer in this digital platform, are they really useful to the customer? Does the customer really find value in it? The third point that one should consider in a customer engagement strategy is convenience. Nowadays, digital channels have overtaken physical interactions and physical touchpoints from the customer. This is more so because of the convenience that the customer finds in these digital interactions. Adapting this approach to engage the customer through various channels of communication whichever the customer wants to engage through is what I mean by a convenience factor in the engagement strategy. You need to have an email, voice, WhatsApp, online, web, bots. We never know what would be convenient for a customer to get in touch with us. The fourth point is about timeliness. According to a research, 45% of the consumers say that timeliness is important for them to make a decision on a promotional offer. Well, here also the small businesses can make effective use of the mobile technology and have real-time offers given to the customers. There are businesses who use mobiles and their technologies to give relevant offers to relevant customers rather than sending mass discount and mass promotional offers. Also, sometime back when I mentioned that you have to be frequently engaging with the customers depending on the occasion, depending on the time of the offer. So this is where timeliness becomes again a very important factor to engage with the customers. I hope we were able to have some understanding on how do we have an effective customer engagement strategy using digital technology. Thank you for being with me. Stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye.